go both ways if he feels like he needs to against the left and right hand combination. I feel like they want to back their most experienced IPL bowler. If he gets it right here, they'll limit the damage.
Remember now, there is no boundary count back. You keep bowling super overs till you get a result. And it's not just that 2019 World Cup. I remember a game, Steve Smith batting. Needed 2 to tie. Field is spread out. And he taps the ball to the edge of the circle at cover and runs 2. Because they had calculated that they were ahead on the count back. Right, that's how they finished then. 155 for 8. The Lucknow Super Giants. Sunil Narine was excellent. 4 overs, 1 for 23. Vaibhav Arora was 4 overs, 2 for 24. But it's Sunil Narine. And it's Nicholas Pooran in strike. That last over from Kartik Tyagi, 17 to defend. He conceded 16. So 155 apiece, which is what the average score at this ground was before this game started. Okay, let's give it the feel. Shot third, 2, 1 fine, 1 squarer, 1 backward point, 3 behind the wicket on the offside. Deep cover, fairly square. There's a long off, a long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square and a 45 inside the circle. About to get underway. He's so impassive, isn't he? You have no idea what's going on in his mind. Right, we have ourselves a super over. The first of this tournament, first ball coming up. Yeah! Pooran is bowled, he went for the slog. In the battle of the 2 Trinidadians, it's the wily old fox who's won. Pooran's got to go back. It's a dot ball, but remember, no more batters left in the dugout.
Wow, the off spinner pitches outside leg and hits the top of off. That is experience and class. Just to have that presence of mind to go that option, knowing Pooran's going to try and take him down first ball. And a tough tournament so far for Pooran. Continues tonight, both in the regular game and now in the super over. He goes for a golden duck. And LSG lose their first wicket with no runs on the board.
It is such a cruel game. One of the great T20 batters of our times. Right, Rishabh Pant is the new batter. Now remember, he hit a couple of boundaries behind, but you cannot lose a wicket now. Another factor. Goes down the wicket. There's a slap for a single only. He wants a second. It's fraught with danger.
Look where this pitches. Way outside leg stump. Hits the top of off. That is a seriously good cricket ball from Sunil Narine. Using all of his class and experience and knowledge of that man who's played against so many times over the years.
Someone like an Imran Tahir would have done 2 laps of the ground. He shows no reaction. Markram goes big. The catch is taken by Rovman Powell. Is he in control? Is he draw? It's Rinku Singh again. Rinku Singh, is there one Rinku Singh on the field, or are there 15 of them on the field? What a great effort from Rovman Powell. Rinku Singh completes the catch. Sunil Narine does the job for the Kolkata Knight Riders. So much drama, and in the end it's brilliance in the field that could be the turning point.
Just 3 balls. And this was the 3rd ball. Wade Markram trying to find the boundary. Rovman Powell has already taken a nice catch earlier in the evening. He realizes that he might just not be able to sustain himself crossing over the boundary. He lobs that ball. And the man who's there everywhere on this park. 5th catch of the evening, Rinku Singh. He's present everywhere. Just 1 run conceded. It's an easy walk. It should be an easy walk for the Kolkata Knight Riders from here on, unless there is more drama in this game.
It's the lowest total in a super over. Previous was 2. Back in 2020 by Punjab, the Sunrisers got only 2.
Here's a question for you both. Who's going to be player of the match now? Because what counts the most at this point in time is the super over, not the regular game.
Sunil Narayan, 4 overs, 1 for 23. Clutch super over. That reaction that you got from Sunil Narayan is about as animated as anything you will ever see from him. Cold and impassive and extremely clinical. Yeah, there you go. That, for Sunil Narayan, is the equivalent of a night out in town. He just let himself a little smile. I'll tell you what, the two of you, here's the thought. Rovman Powell has taken the catch, is pretty much in control of that catch, but he's just a little worried. Yeah! This is the first wicket. Now watch when he throws it to Rinku Singh. It's not straight in his hand.
And there's a fair amount of distance between those two. So it's not that he's just next to him. So you don't know whether there was more tension in him holding on to that ball and trying to stay away from the boundary cushion or not. But the young fan of the Kolkata Knight Riders and that dugout, everybody enjoyed that.
Oh, everybody's tense. You can cut it with a knife. The tension, it's everywhere. I still think there was a chance. There's a chance that Rovman Powell might have been able to turn around, but because he had seen Rinku Singh there, he backed himself to reach him. Who comes out to bat for KKR, does it matter? I remember a super over where 5 were needed. I think 5 or 6 were needed. And the Mumbai Indians are playing against, might have been Mohammad Shami playing for Punjab. And they thought they'd nurdle 5 runs in. And we had a second super over. And they couldn't get the 5.
We had a super over in the BBL one year at the SCG. And Moses Enriques had got a duck in the first regular game, and then he got a duck in the super over. First man to get a pair in T20 cricket.
Did he bowl a maiden over in the super over? Sunil Narayan bowled a maiden over in the super over. And he bowled that to Nicholas Pooran. What was the matchup about? 2014 CPL. Sunil Narayan's bowling the super over to Nicholas Pooran. And he bowls a maiden over. What odds? What odds? Rinku Singh hits the winning. He has done everything in this game. He's kept them alive. He's been a live wire in the field. He's been full of emotion. What an idea to give it to Sunil Narayan, though. When you give it to the spinner, you're always a little tense. The combination that took the catch. Rovman Powell and Rinku Singh. 2 runs to win. No pressure on anybody? What do you think?
This is the final wicket of Markram. Just can't get enough power on the shot. Cramped him for room, couldn't quite free his hands. What a piece of fielding from Rovman Powell and then Rinku Singh. And that man gets the job done under pressure once again. Look, I'd be expecting a bouncer here from both these. If Prince Yadav's going to open the bowling here, which it looks like, given that Rovman Powell got out in the regular game with a bouncer, dare say he's going to probably go into the surface here, see if he can get a dot, or potentially get a catch, try and keep him in this contest. They have to be aggressive and go for a wicket in the first ball or two.
Remember, Rovman Powell also threw a catch at a crucial moment, a brilliant catch. Right, everybody inside. Would you have one or two outside? In fact, square leg is now going out for the slog they may not keep down. Are you just looking to nut singles here, Anjum and Carol? There's everybody inside. You've got to go over.
No pressure. And the man who's had a very good evening, Rinku Singh, he won't be feeling the heat at all. He realizes that there's a deep square and the deep cover is also just moving about just halfway to the boundary.
Shortest super over is 2 balls to chase the target down. Here we go. 1 to tie, 2 to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside the circle. A point and a square leg out. Prince Yadav. Rinku Singh slices it through the gap for 4. It had to be Rinku Singh. You select a moment in this game, you'll find Rinku Singh is bang in the middle of it all. In the field with bat in hand, it was Rinku Singh versus LSG today.
Well, the body language of the LSG unit sums this game up. There's always going to be one disappointed team. They're going to trudge off their home ground with another loss. But that man on screen, he's been superb, Rinku Singh. What a knock. 26 in the final over of Digvesh. Put the momentum in KKR's favour. It ebbed and flowed throughout LSG's innings.